poly wife, happy life mean? I would like to have and be in a relationship with a man who wants polygamy. It's going to be opened on the man's side, but very closed on my side.
Hey, Shalom. Shalom. This is Brother Rahawat of GMS Toronto, coming back with another one. And this is righteousness. This is what righteousness sounds like. This is not what righteousness looks like, right? But I'm not going to get into the judgment of her just yet, because guess what? I like what's coming out of her mouth. She's speaking righteously, and it's actually really and truly that simple. As a man, you are able to have more than one woman. Should you have more than one woman? More than likely not. It's really dependent upon your situation, mainly your finances, right? Mainly what you can handle. And a lot of men can't even handle one woman. So why would you want more than one, right? Because you have to please all those women sexually, right? So firstly, can you please that woman sexually? Can you please that woman financially? And when I say financially, I just mean, are you able to pay bills, right? Are you able to provide? Because as a man, we're supposed to provide. And as a man in this society, it's actually very hard to provide, right? Unless you are a rich man or a man that has his own business or something like that, and you're able to do that. But the majority of men just work regular jobs. They just make enough to get by. So should you have multiple women? Not really, not in this society, because we're not in the kingdom yet, right? A lot of people are trying to live like we're in the kingdom. We're not in the kingdom. This is hell. This is our hell, man. Right? We're trying to live like Eddie Murphy coming to America, whatever you like. We can't get whatever you like until we get into the kingdom, man. When we get into the kingdom, we're going to get whatever you like. And guess what? You know what the best part about whatever you like is? We won't have to educate the woman. We won't have to debate with the woman. There won't be any back and forth with the woman. She's going to be taught these things. She's going to come pre-assembled. She's going to be ready to go. Ready to go, man. She's going to know exactly how to serve you, what you like, what you don't like right away in righteousness, man. All right. It's going to be beautiful. That's righteousness. Now, her appearance is not righteousness. And I'm talking about this woman on the screen, right? She has her tongue pierced, right? Her ears has this big hoop thing in it. All those things have to come out, man. Right? All those things have to come out, man. But what's coming out of her mouth is righteousness. This is Exodus chapter 21, verse 10. And it says, if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. So is a man allowed to take another wife? Yes, he is. Right? A lot of people like to use King David, or they use King Solomon, and they say that King David and King Solomon were going off because they had many wives. No, they went off. King David went off because of adultery. Right? He went off because of adultery. I just did a video on that. Right? His adulterous behavior is what got him judged. King Solomon, he went off in his old age, right? Because when he was young, he was fine. Is when he was older and he started building temples to these different idol gods. So that's where his sin came from. His sin never came from dealing with many different women.
Capable of having more than one wife, and I am only to serve him in every shape, way, or form that he needs me to.
And that's a woman's purpose. That is literally a woman's purpose in life. But because we are raised in this matriarchal society where you men have been conditioned and programmed to worship the woman, you actually start to think that you're the one that should be serving the woman. And if you serve a woman, you're actually out of order. She should be serving you. That is the proper order. The proper order is for the woman, her every day she wakes, as soon as she wakes up out of her bed, her mindset should be, what can I do for my man? And guess what? 99.99999% of you men have never had a woman like that. But for you men that do get a woman like that wakes up and just wants to serve you, that is a righteous woman. That is a woman that truly loves, honors, and respects you. Every other woman, they mainly just want to use and manipulate. That's what women are. That's the power of a woman. The power of a woman is in manipulation. So they probably just want to use and manipulate you, right? To try and wrestle power away from you by breaking you down emotionally, breaking you down spiritually and mentally, right? To get you weak, right? So you can do what they want you to do, right?
I respect this man. I cater to him, and I do all the things that he needs me to do in order for him to continue to thrive in life. Okay, I recharge his batteries 1,000% of the time because I'm a woman. Things are very easy for me in this life.
Simple and plain. Like she said, I'm a woman, right? And it's only difficult for people that have been polluted with the mindset of this Western world. But in the Eastern world, or many parts of the world other than the West, this is just a regular day for women. This is normal for them to understand that they get up and as soon as they wake, they know, okay, well, I have to feed my man because he's going to go out. He's going to go and work. Right. And could you imagine, you men, if you woke up every day to cook food and then your house cleaned, your clothes washed and all of that? You're telling me that you wouldn't want to go out and work? You would want to go out and work more than one job because you want to make sure that you can provide for this amazing woman. You would want to make sure that this woman is taken care of in every way, shape, and form. Right? Because the better she looks is the better that you look. Because she's, at the end of the day, taking care of you. She's taking care of your children. Right? You guys are both happy. You get fulfillment from being a man, because men actually get fulfillment from taking care of their woman. Right? And women get satisfaction from taking care of the home. And you men, the proper order is you serve the Heavenly Father and His Son while she serves you. Okay? That's the proper order to things that the Heavenly Father has set. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. And it says, "Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of the Mashiach." Right? And who's this speaking? This is Paul speaking. Right? Because this is in Corinthians. Paul is the one that's speaking here. And he said, "Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of the Mashiach," which is Yahushai, who you ignorantly call the J word. Verse 2, "Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances." What's ordinances? Let's get the word. Let's get the word ordinances. An ordinance is a law set forth by a government authority, right? Specifically, a municipal regulation. See results. What? Not now. It says a municipal regulation, a city ordinance forbids construction work to start before 8 a.m., something ordained or decreed by fate or a deity. Okay? So this is, what does it say? It says, and keep the ordinances, which is the order set by Yahweh, as I delivered them to you. Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is the Mashiach, Yahushai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of the Mashiach is Yahweh. Simple and plain. That is the order. That is the order to things. That's how you set up structure. That's how you set up code of conduct. That's order. Okay? So any man that exalts the woman and puts the woman above himself is out of order. Let's rewind.
What does poly-wife happy life mean? I would like to have and be in a relationship with a man who wants polygamy. It's going to be opened on the man's side, but very closed on my side.
And that's proper order, right? She never said closed on my side. She said very closed. Listen. This is not something, because the majority of these women nowadays, they get into their feelings or they get hurt and then they step out on their marriage, or they feel like their husband is this or they feel like their husband is that, and then they might do something to disrespect their relationship. Like the woman just said, it's very closed on her side.
He is capable of having more than one wife, and I am only...
Did you hear what she said? He is capable, right? So this is for capable individuals. This is not for every individual, right? But you are capable if you are financially stable, right? If you are mentally stable, if you are emotionally stable, if you are mentally stable, spiritually stable, because you have to be able to guide the woman as well, spiritually.
Serve him in every shape, way, or form that he needs me to. I respect this.
And that's what's the problem with a lot of you men. A lot of you men, you don't understand how a woman can serve you. You think a woman can only serve you sexually, and that's why you're so easily manipulated. A lot of you look at the woman as just a sexual object. The woman is worth more than just a sexual object. At the end of the day, she was created to be a wife and a mother. So if you don't want her for that, you have to ask yourself, why do I want this woman? What's her purpose? Because best believe she's looking at you like, what's your purpose? Every woman looks at a man as if he is a utility, and there's nothing wrong with that. Every human being needs to be useful. If you are not useful, you are what? You are useless.
And I cater to him, and I do all the things that he needs me to do in order for him to continue to thrive in life. Okay, I recharge his batteries 1,000% of the time because I'm a woman. Things are very easy for me in this life. And so my dynamic of a relationship, of a marriage, is I do want to be married to a man who just want to have more than one wife. I want my sister wife.
And every woman wants to be married. Every woman wants to be married, right? Marriage is a righteous convention, right? It keeps women away from homosexuality. It keeps men away from homosexuality. Marriage strengthens children, right? And marriage is one of the foundations of a strong society, right? It really and truly is. So marriage is actually a very good convention. And this lady is saying, and I want a sister wife. Exactly. Because without marriage, a lot of these women, they just have friends or besties. And those besties usually become women that they sleep with. And I'll tell you that. They do all types of wickedness with their besties. But when you have your sister wife, you make work life easier because all the heavy load is not just on one woman. If one woman is sick or one woman doesn't, like she's not capable of pleasing her man that night, well, he has another woman. And it keeps women in the right mentality of competition. And when I say competition, I mean righteous competition, to where she knows if she doesn't act accordingly, well, he's just going to give his other wife more attention because you're not acting in accordance to his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's according to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible, right? In which a righteous woman should be acting. But when a woman thinks that it's only you and her, she thinks that you have to put up with her foolishness. You don't have to put up with her foolishness because she could be replaced. She could be replaced. Okay? So, this, hold on, let's see if there's any more.
I can't wait to be blessed with a man who sees this dynamic and respects it.
And that's exactly what it is. It is a blessing. Marriage is a blessing. And that dynamic is a blessing. Right? Now, obviously, the two women are not allowed to sleep with each other, right? Or commit certain sexual acts with each other. They're not even supposed to look upon each other's nakedness and things like that. They have to keep the laws as well. Right? They have to keep the laws as well. When you sleep with one woman, you sleep with one at a time, right? You're not allowed to do threesomes, foursomes, fivesomes. That's all unrighteousness, man. Right? That's all against the law. But nothing this woman is saying is unrighteous. Everything she's saying is beautiful. This is Titus chapter 2, verse 3. It says, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed, right? So obedience is very important. Now, this is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 4, and it says, a virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. Now, let's get the word virtuous. Having or exhibiting virtue, morally excellent, righteous, a virtuous decision, right? So these women, they're virtuous by the decisions that they make. Virtuous women don't have hot girl summers. Virtuous women don't lay with other women. They only lay with one man. This is Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30. It says, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised, right? Which means that you shouldn't be falling for a woman just for her beauty, right? It's better to get a woman that fears the Lord, right? Because a woman that fears the Lord, she's going to fear doing certain things that is unrighteousness because she fears the Lord. That's the whole point. So don't just marry women just for their beauty, man. Right? That's not what this is about. And I'm not saying that we're going to find all of this now. But this is just lessons on what to look for. We're still in hell. Don't get it twisted. This is hell. But doesn't mean just because we're in hell that we have to accept trash. Brothers shouldn't be picking up trash off the friggin' ground, man. And the majority of these women in this society are friggin' trash on the friggin' ground, man. They're friggin' gum that's been stuck on the bottom of your shoe that you didn't know that was on the bottom of your shoe for the past 3 friggin' days. And you've been just walking up and down with that gum on your shoe. That's the representation of the majority of these women. And then when you finally find out that that gum is on your shoe, you pluck it off, and then that gum goes on somebody else's shoe. That's the majority of these women, man. They're filthy. They're disgusting. Right? They're unrighteous. So don't think just because, oh yeah, we're in hell, that you have to pick up garbage. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You're supposed to be a representation of righteousness, right? You're Israel, Yashar Allah. He is a prince with God. Would a prince pick up garbage off the damn street? No. This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 1, and I'm going to end it off here. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. Right? So this is all about being in subjection, man. Right? A righteous woman is going to be in subjection to her husband. Simple and plain. At night, before it's morning, she's gonna ask you, hey, honey, what is it that you need? By the time she wakes up, she's going to know what she has to do. If she doesn't ask you at night, she's going to ask you in the morning. If a woman can go a whole day without asking you if you're okay, that's not a righteous woman, man. Right? So with that, I like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and elder apostles of GMS that rule well and that teach well. And to the brothers on the 4 corners of the earth doing this work in truth and in sincerity. Shalom. Till next time. Kwam Yasharallah.